Aloha kako guys, welcome back to Just&True. Today I just want to go over a real short video on the importance of PVC. PVC, if you don't already know, I'm sure you all already know, but those of you who might not, it is the white plastic piping that they use irrigation for in housing, and they use irrigation for farms, for all kinds of stuff. They're big, they're white, it's heavy, it's thick, it can take a lot of pressure because it's built to withstand the pressure of that water being built up. Plumbers use it everywhere. It's all throughout your house and the walls and throughout your foundation. But I think it is a very crucially overlooked prepping and survival tool, weapon, resource, everything, container. PVC pipe it comes in so many different sizes and shapes, and it has different end caps and different screw-on caps you can glue on for a complete water seal. It's just a really valuable asset to have. I have I'm making right now a PVC bow, and I'm going to be doing a detailed video on PVC bows. But there are so many videos out there on YouTube that are, I mean, these guys just know how to teach. So I'll leave it to some of these guys, but I'll definitely point you in the right direction. Now, PVC is an amazing weapon. You can make spears out of it, you can make swords out of it, and you can make bow and even arrows out of it. So you can have a PVC bow that's extremely powerful. I've seen bows up to 150 pounds of drawback weight, which is a lot for a piece of plastic. They reinforce the bow with more PVC, and it is phenomenal. If you guys don't already know, please check it out. You can have yourself a free, if not very cheap, bow. PVC is pretty cheap. You can buy it by 2 foot, 4, 6, 8, 10, yada yada yada. It's usually done by 2 feet, 20 feet if you want, and it comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes, from a quarter or a half an inch to 8 inches to 12 inches to 2 feet round. Now, the reason I'm bringing up the larger pieces is because I have a bug out stash, I have a cache, if you will, up the mountains. I have a few caches, and the way I do my caches, I see a lot of people burying bags with their gear, or plastic bags in their gear. If you've ever done any digging in the ground, or if you've ever been picking up trash before, you'll realize that plastic, it does actually deteriorate pretty quickly. I know it breaks up and it stays in the ground for a long time when you're talking about litter, but when you're talking about keeping things waterproof and keeping bugs out and keeping just the wear and tear of nature out, a plastic bag's not going to do the trick. But if you get an 8-inch or even 12-inch PVC, you glue one end and you have a screw top lid for the other end, you can fit so much in there, and you can bury it forever, and it'll be good. You can have containers. You can make traps for fishing. One of the really easy ways to do this is just your regular. It's just like a bamboo trap for fishing. You bury a big enough PVC on the edge of the water, or to the water, and then dig a channel into a hole that you dig out, and fish will swim into this PVC, fall into the hole, not be able to get out. You come back and you'll see a big old hole full of fish. It's pretty cool. The spear and the sword are pretty self-explanatory. You just sharpen the ends and it becomes a spear or a sword. There's ways to carry and have a container you can just tie it, use it as a handle, and have paracord to carry heavy things. You can do so much with it. You can make water filters with it. If you have pieces of glass, you can actually make spyglass with it. There's just so much that you could do. The containers for carrying water, if you don't have a camelback, or if you want a larger water container, PVC is designed to carry water. It's designed to not have any BPA or any of that other plastic or petro-based chemicals that will leak into the water. PVC pipe is what most people drink out of anyway, all day long without knowing. So a PVC container is great for holding water. It's great for storing things because it's water safe. It's great to make weapons with. It's great to build with. You can build structures and foundations with. You can build boats with, rafts with. You can keep your camping gear drying off the ground with it by building a foundation. There's so much you could do with PVC and PVC pipe that it would be sorely missed if you don't have it. And a lot of people will go without things and really want them. And if they had a PVC pipe, they could make them. A lot of people don't have, like we were talking earlier, a way to defend themselves. But if they made a 150-pound drawback PVC bow, you can do some damage with that. Hunting and gathering, you can make awesome traps, awesome containers, awesome carrying weights. You can make backpack rigs if your backpack is putting too much weight in one way or the other. So PVC is a really cool thing to have around. I highly recommend you go to your, if you can, go to your local hardware store, or go maybe even look around for some PVC and see what you can find. It's good to have around the house, and it's good to start messing around with, because the amount of tools and containers and weapons that you can make out of it are almost limitless, really. It's a very, very, very strong plastic made to withstand a huge amount of pressure. It's extremely cheap, it's extremely durable, it's watertight, it's airtight. I mean, it's something that we as preppers often overlook, but definitely should have a nice little stockpile of, because if you do need that water container, or a cache, or a bow, or to make a trap, or if you need a container or a carrying case, if you want to make a carrying case, there are so many things you can do. You can make pipe bombs out of it. You can do, again, it's unlimited. So I highly recommend you look into what you can do with PVC on a survival and prepping standpoint, how to make it, look into some of the good places to buy it from, because there's just so many things you can do with PVC. It's hard to put in one video, but check it out. There's tons of videos out there on YouTube already going over how to make these PVC weapons and containers and tools. But the very first step is, of course, knowing that we can make it out of this. And PVC, again, there's a plethora of it. It's all over. Go out, get some PVC, study, figure out what you can do with the PVC, and I assure you, you will be thankful that you did. I actually have a grow right now. I'm growing my herbs upside down through a hydroponic system of an 8-inch PVC pipe. We got the 8-inch PVC pipe, we capped it at one end, we put water through the other, and then we have our bags holding the soil and holding our fertilizer and nutrients, and then the bag drops and our seeds, and now not seeds anymore, our sproutlings are coming out just fine. It's how most people do vertical builds. If you have a lanai or a patio or a porch like me, and you don't really have the space to the good square footage to put a bunch of dirt to start growing things, well, then you can use PVC pipes to do a vertical build for hydroponics. You can have as many PVC pipes as you can stack vertically, and it's pretty cool to have that, because you save a lot of grow space. Again, it is darn near indestructible. You can reinforce things with it, you can fortify things with it. It's cool. Once you make your bow, you can make a quiver out of it. And once you make the quiver, you can make arrows out of it. So it's pretty awesome. Go out there and study your PVC, and just, again, change your mentality, or not change it, but just continue, I should say, to look around for things that are everyday use now, but if we have an SHTF situation, we'll be able to use in life-saving events, or in a crucial time, a time of need, we'll be able to use these things for our own needs and turn them into something that is very, very useful. So keep that mental state, and always be on the prowl for equipment or tools or materials that you'd be able to use in a time of need. Think about what you're going to need, think about what you have, think about how you're going to replace what you have if it breaks, if it's stolen, or if it's lost. Because there's tons of things that you can do with all these materials, just like PVC, to save your life. Well, anyway, just a real short video today. I got to get out to work. Mahalo nui loa for coming in. Until next time, a hui ho, and then I'll see you this evening. Okay, peace.